Hello people of Call of Duty mw3. My name is Frost and I'll be showing you spec ops. It's one of Call of Duty 3 options of campaign, multiplayer, and special ops. When you go to the main screen, you'll see these. You're gonna go to spec ops, and well, they actually have different modes. You can actually play by yourself in a public match, or you actually play yourself in a private match, or hook up with an ally in a private match, or you could go online and find someone else to play with. You can check your barracks right here, your options, your profile. It's pretty much the same thing as multiplayer, except it's just different. It's pretty much survival. So I'm actually going to be using my friend right here I'm actually using my friend Reaper. He's been on my last video and maybe another video, I don't know. Yeah, so we're actually going to show you the ways to actually play this game. If some of you who are actually watching this, or if you're only watching this at all, if you're really not good at spec ops, I recommend you watch this and it actually will help you pretty much in the game, on spec ops, and on multiplayer, if you really just listen to it and actually test these out. And I recommend, before you start playing Call of Duty on multiplayer, I recommend you actually start on this, so you don't like jack up your stats, because you do have stats. Thing is, these guys are actually these guys are actually on an AI similar to the players in campaign. They do the same exact things, and well, they get harder per round. The thing you need to do is, you will usually start off, it depends on what level you are. Each level has a different kind of hardness and different kind of guns. Most of the guns will come with a pistol. The last 2 or 4 levels that you unlock will actually come with a, let's see, it actually will come with a M4A, it's an M4 something. It's one of the first guns you unlock in multiplayer. The thing you actually do is you earn money to buy guns, sentries, armor, padding, anything that you really need to survive, except akimbos, which I really wish they had. Yeah, so well, the thing is, the best way to survive the reason I told you this will help you on multiplayer too, is because you can actually figure out what kind of person you are on this game from other games on multiplayer, because of the kind of guns you like. Like, if you like, I'm a person who likes guns that have quick kills, like they eliminate quickly. So I would be using some machine guns because they have fast rate of fires. So you would actually test them out on these, and whichever you would feel more comfortable with, not with what people say are best, but what you think is more comfortable. Because most people are actually good with the ACR. I'm not really that good with it. They say it's the best gun to get Moab with, either that or the MP7. Well, I would actually not argue with the MP7, but well, it's just pretty much whatever you feel comfortable with. So, hosting off, spec ops is pretty much last the most ways you can with both your partners alive. If you're on alone, if you die, you just die and the game's over. If you're on multiplayer, well, actually not multiplayer, but spec ops with another player, my friend here, Reaper, he could die, and you have to revive him, and they have a certain time you have to revive before he bleeds out. It's also the same thing with you. And if you get, and you could also, and most of them you actually started with this thing called a self-revive, where you actually start out with, like if you die, you have a revival. You shoot your way through the enemies to get a revival. It's actually pretty weird. On the last harder levels, you actually don't get it. You have to unlock it. You don't get any armor or anything. But that's for you to check out. And well, on each map there are different kind of guns that you could be using. So this Spec Ops would really be just like help you with anything from your playing stats to just like killing everybody and getting MOABs. Personally, I've only had like 2 MOABs, which is horrible. So, like, Spec Ops is just a game you pretty much play and try to get better at. You also have stats on these. It's not you don't have death like on multiplayer. It doesn't record your deaths. It records your kills and how many juggernauts you killed and well that kind of stuff. The reason it does this because this is pretty much actually for survival and just for fun, not for competition. Sure, they say multiplayer for competition, but a lot of people actually get mad because they're actually going against non-computer animated players. Like, you're actually going against other people. And so this is pretty much a good way to get better and to just have a good time without having to be complicated of people thinking you suck or anything like that. It's pretty much a place of all freedom to do whatever you want and well, yeah. So me and Rico finished this out. We're right now on level around wave 5, approaching wave 6. And I'm actually going to get myself a LMG. This is where you get your weaponry on resistance. There are going to be these things like over there. The grenade is for explosives and like stuff like sentries, and this is where you get your air support. This is where you get your weapons and your attachments. Like, I'm actually going to get a light machine gun with a grip. And they also have helicopters. Like, they have the same AI as multiplayer, but except they're actually just attacking both of you guys, or just you. And well, you're actually trying to survive it and not die. And our teammates are actually supposed to like this game. The reason it's called Spec Ops, you're actually supposed to try to work together with your teammate because, well, if you don't, you'll die if you're on Spec Ops. So that right there is for the weapon. This is where you get your weapons and stuff. Like, you get your weapons, your attachments, all that. It doesn't come with akimbos. Trust me, if it did, you wouldn't be seeing me using these guns. And this is where you get your equipment. It comes from frags to flashbangs to claymores, C4s, RPGs, body armor, self-revive, riot shields, and sentries. You have different kinds of sentries, and one of these sentries you actually don't get in multiplayer. So that some people that might actually make this a little more fun than multiplayer, which I really don't know why, but it might do. So like, this game is actually pretty much just have fun, and it helps you improve. And as I told you, if you're not really good at this or you're new to this game, I extremely recommend you play this and find a gun you're used to that's in the beginning. Like, when you go to multiplayer and you actually excel to a certain level, which is actually 4 to unlock your classes, there'll be a certain amount of guns you unlock for your first class, or unless you unlock like a gun while you were in a different class. So, oh yeah, and the last place you can go to get your equipment is the air support. It provides things that people it provides care packages. It provides care packages. It provides I'll have to do that later. It also provides the Digen, which are actually riot shield players. They use MP5s and riot shields, and they're actually really good. And they also have Delta Squad. They also have personal airstrikes, where you just throw a flare and airstrike will save you. But I recommend you get over there and your teammate too, because it will hurt your teammate, possibly even kill him. Reaper's done that to me plenty of times. So, like, just play this game and get used to it. And the better you get at this, the better you're actually gonna get at multiplayer. If you don't believe me, just watch, and you'll see. So this is it for right now, and please leave any comments or anything like that. If you like this video, or if you want to post anything or say anything about spec swaps, I'll be doing multiplayer next. Multiplayer, yeah, I'll be doing multiplayer next. I'll see you guys. Frost out.